Crypto users forced to share account details with tax officials. I'll just flip my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. So if you're based in the UK, we have HMRC. All right, HMRC is like the IRS in America. Okay, they're the ones that control our taxes and all that sort of stuff. Just alter my camera a little bit. So yeah, they control the taxes and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, you might not be interested if you're living in America, but it should interest you actually. But if you're based in the UK, you might want to read along in this article with me, or you could just go and read it yourself on the BBC website. We'll also do a quick update on a few meme coins, and I've got a DeFi project that you might be interested in. In my opinion, it looks really good. There's a lot of potential for it, especially where the chart is sitting at the moment. So stick around if you're interested in that. And yeah, let's just get into the article. Okay, so this is BBC News, right? And this article is dated from January the 1st, New Year's Day, 2026. This was sent to me by my accountant. All right, guys. So let's just have a quick read through of this. So people buying cryptocurrency in the UK now need to share their account details or face penalties in changes that came into effect on 1st of January. The move by the UK's tax body is designed to ensure they pay all relevant tax on buying and selling crypto, including capital gains tax. HMRC will begin automatically collecting information on all users of cryptocurrency exchanges, which are effectively the industry's banks, in a bid to start collecting tens of millions in unpaid tax. The change comes as the financial watchdog continues its consultation on tougher regulation for the industry, including measures to stop insider trading. So if you're using Coinbase, Binance, things like that, any type of KYC registered exchange, this is going to affect you. It's coming in, they're going to be going after you or going after earnings 2024 2025 tax year. Okay, we'll read it further down in the article. But I think that if you've traded or sold anywhere below $5,000 on Coinbase, at least, I know that it doesn't come up, or at least unless it's changed, right? But I only use Coinbase basically to buy through my bank, send it to my wallet. But even when you do that, it wants to know the wallet that you send it to. Is it a self-custodial wallet? If it's not, you need to put the details, all that sort of stuff. It asks you for that information. It's not mandatory, but they do ask for it because they're required to. And obviously, I guess that's just for regulatory purposes. They want to make sure they're being compliant. Obviously, Coinbase being a giant, and yeah, I'm thinking like if you've done less than 5,000, probably won't affect you. And if you're using a non KYC exchange, it might not affect you as well. However, in the UK, it's very hard to, in order to get onto a non KYC exchange and send money there, you've got to go through a KYC exchange in the first place to be able to buy it in through your bank or through your credit card. Unless I'm wrong, you might be able to let me know in the comments if there's another way around that. But ultimately, you want to pay your taxes at the end of the day, because the last thing you need is what you might call in America Uncle Sam, or the tax man coming after you years down the line. Okay? If we read on the article, it says the new rules coming in will make it much harder for the crypto rich to hide any untaxed gains, giving the tax authorities much more information about crypto users and their transactions. Cryptocurrency exchanges, which act like banks for the industry, allowing people to exchange standard currency for virtual coins, must now ensure they automatically share up-to-date and accurate accounts of all their users. If not, fines may be imposed. So if, for example, Coinbase didn't share that, they'd be fined, right? It says here, HMRC estimates there could be many thousands of crypto owners in the UK with unpaid tax bills, and hope the new rules will bring in at least 300 million in the next 5 years, which is nothing, right? 300 million in the next 5 years. That's nothing, right? They're underestimating things a little bit here, but it's would rather that than anything else, right? It says Miss Register warns that anyone who made crypto gains in the 2024-2025 financial year may have to file a tax return before 31st of January through a new dedicated section in the self-assessment form. HMRC is also looking to encourage voluntary disclosure where people have unpaid tax in earlier years and want to correct their affairs. She says HMRC is running a disclosure facility where taxpayers can come clean on undeclared gains and unpaid tax prior to April 2024. Now, when it comes to the tax man, I won't do anything that they're not telling you have to do. So, and you have to understand the language that they use in these articles. Legally, they have to use the correct language. That's why they say may. Okay, it warns that anyone who made crypto gains in 2024-2025 financial year may have to file a tax return before 31st of January. The fact that they use the word may, it also means may not. Okay, and then it says they're looking to encourage voluntary disclosure, and they're running a disclosure facility where taxpayers can come clean on undeclared gains. So when they use that type of language, they want you. It seems like this article wants to scare you into giving them information. It's going to be very difficult for them to get. A lot of them, they don't know nothing about crypto, much about crypto. The people that they're going to hire to do it, they're going to struggle to get people that are in the crypto know to come and work for them and do this, right? So they want this to scare people into coming forward and saying, boom. Now, there's a lot of us, a lot of you, that obviously, you've got an account and you pay tax in one form or another to HMRC when it comes to your crypto gains, right? But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you because that is definitely something that's important and you need to be aware. But look at the language they use, may. We want to encourage voluntary disclosure. Do you know what I mean? So